Thank you so much for watching VIP Media Plus 256. Remember, you can get us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook. Don't forget also to go on TikTok account. Just put VIP Media Plus 256. You'll be able to get us. Today, it's a beautiful day, and we are still in lifestyle. Remember, in lifestyle, we always come up with different programs, but we are all about life. You understand? So today, we are going to talk about drugs. Drugs, we have seen that very many different people, they do use drugs, and some of them, they control them. They know how to control them when they're using those drugs, but some of people, they don't know how to control them. So today I'm with the gentleman here, and I think he has experience about drugs, so we're going to be talking about drugs. And don't forget that drugs, they're in different types. We have alcohol is a drug, we have marijuana is a drug, we have there are very many, cocaine.
Yeah.
So we want to see the effects of drugs, and we want to see the way how we can be able to control those drugs, because some people out there, they have been using drugs, they don't know how to use them, and others, like, it has become a problem. Okay, Mister, you are most welcome on this show, VIP Media Plus 256.
Thank you so much.
What's your name? Where do you come from?
My good names are Eric Oshira.
Eric Oshira.
I come from Kenya.
Exactly.
A place called Nairobi, Utawala. Yep. I am 28 years old.
28. Ah, you're still young, man. Mr. Eric,
I'm 28.
we are so happy and we are glad to host you here at VIP Media Plus 256.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, today we are going to talk about drugs.
Yeah.
You have experience in drugs, right?
Yep.
We want to know how long have you been using drugs, and drugs, what are drugs, and what inspired you to use drugs?
Okay, for the first, a drug is something that, a substance that changes the way that the body functions. Okay, so actually I started using it just after high school. That is 2013.
2013.
Yeah.
So from 2013 up to now, that's how many years?
Almost, let's call it 10 years. 9 years, yeah.
And 2013, how old were you that time?
2013, I was almost 21, 20. Yeah.
So that time, I can see you were 21.
Yeah.
But that time, what really inspired you to start using drugs? Because drugs, I know you had to spend a lot of money, and you were at school. How do you manage? And before we go on that point, what inspired you to start using drugs?
Okay, actually, the reason why, it's peer pressure. The company that you keep, they say the birds of the same feather flock together.
Exactly, flock together.
So the fact that I had friends who used to use it, and by then I was working. I used to skate. I'm a professional skater, so at least I had money that could support me in my own doing of things, and also use the drugs. And mostly the thing that made me use drugs was the issues at home.
At home.
Yeah.
But that time you were still young, and you were 21, you were in high school. How come that you had issues? Were you married that time?
No, but the issues at home, like the parents and stuff, because since I was a kid, there were some issues at home. So as I grew up, it became depressing and stressful. So the only way that I could make myself happy was by using the drugs. That way I could have forgotten about the issues at home. And
so for example, like if you get hungry, if you just feel mad, you just take a drug and you feel okay.
You feel okay. You forget about it for the moment at least. Yeah, you get high, like when you use marijuana, you smoke it. So like one roll, for the next 1 hour, you feel high, you're happy, you listen to music.
Seriously?
You forget about the problems back at home. So by the time it gets down, you still go back to the same. It will never go away. Drugs, it's never a solution. You know? It's just a solution for a bit while, like for that 1 hour you enjoy, but when it's done,
you just go back to your normal.
And you go back more worse, more depressed.
Should we say that most of people, they take drugs because of such kind of problems, or there is some people who just want to take drugs?
Okay, mostly guys use drugs because of the depression and issues that they have in their lives. Okay, mostly. Some take them for like a leisure thing. Like for alcohol, you can drink to make yourself happy. It's something to like merrymaking.
Seriously.
Okay, but once you get used to it, you see, so when you have issues, you remember that the last time I drank I was so happy. So I can go right now and drink, and
again I can be happy.
I'll forget about it. So it will be a cycle that will never change.
So from that time, we have seen that it's almost like, I think it's even more than 10 years since you have been using the drugs. And so right now, are you still using them or you stopped them?
I stopped. I stopped. Actually, I've been clean for almost, let's call it 2 years. Yeah.
And another thing that we have seen that once you take those drugs, you'll be happy. You understand? Yeah. But again, I've seen some people after taking those drugs, they end up like fighting. They end up like doing things, funny things. I don't know. Did you reach on that type or on that extent, or for you it was just all about to maybe to make you happy or to forget things which has just like happened to you? Did you reach on that extent of fighting after taking those drugs?
Drugs are funny because when you're using it, your intention is to be happy. So if something comes in between your happiness and the drugs, you know, I used my money to buy it. So I can't go and buy alcohol.
Even they could give you pocket money, but you end up using that pocket money to buy drugs.
I can't buy alcohol to enjoy myself. Then you start bringing some issues to me. I'll get mad. And obviously I'm high. So I'll overreact. So that's why it ends up like people fighting. Yeah.
I think by that time you have a lot of power. Like if someone trying to joke around, you can just
you
beat
feel
that
like you're on the top of the world. You feel like you're on the top of the world. Nobody can tell you anything. Yeah. So.
But right now you stop them.
Yeah. Right now I'm only drinking water.
Sure.
Yeah.
Eric,
Yeah.
how many types did you test that time when you started? How many types of drugs did you test? Like we have seen that there is cocaine, there is alcohol, there is cigarettes. How many types that you remember the ones that you were using?
Okay, so like I've done alcohol, I've done cocaine, I've done marijuana. There's also this drug in Kenya that is called Miraa. Miraa, we chew it a lot.
In fact, in Uganda we have it. It's we call it so Miraa. We call it Miraa.
So Miraa, you know, like afternoon until night. When you get it's cheap. It's a cheap drug.
Is that one it is fresh, green color?
Yeah, green color. You must eat it. It is fresh. So it's very cheap, and it gets you very high. Actually, Miraa makes you like hallucinate.
Huh?
Yeah. You might even think you have a car. You might even think you're building houses. Drugs are really dangerous.
Thank you so much for you are still watching VP Media Plus 256. Eric has told you that once you take that kind of Miraa, you can even think that you have a car. Like in the park, you're just imagining that I'm having something, I'm having a car, I'm having a drone, but if you don't have it. But that's very funny, seriously. You guys who are out there who are watching, seriously, you can see the way how drugs, they can affect you, the way how they can change you. So it's better, like it's up to you to make a decision that I should keep using them or I shouldn't keep using. But me personally, I could suggest that we should try to stop drugs, because himself he was using them, but right now he stopped them, and you can see him is very okay. I'm sure, I think there is do you see a difference since when you are using that drugs and per now? Do you see a difference, or you have not seen a difference?
Yeah, there's a big difference because back then when I was using drugs, you know, the family somehow rejects you. They keep away from you because they don't want to be associated with this guy who during the daytime he's drunk. You imagine in the village, guys are seeing you drunk.
Exactly.
Your mom can never want you to see like that, you know. Your dad,
obviously,
you know. Also, you lose some friends.
True.
Also, it's also hard to get like someone to love, like a wife and stuff,
because they just like be afraid of you.
Yeah, and also like job-wise, you get good jobs, but you can never be able to manage it because like once you use like that Miraa, you sleep late, so you're unable to wake up early to go for duty. You see, so you end up losing your job.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So Eric, right now we have seen that you stopped drugs. Which kind of information do you give to those people out there, more especially youth? Because we've seen that drugs are being used by most of the youth. So which kind of information do you give those people who are trying to avoid drugs, but they are looking for the ways how to get out of it, but they don't see it? Others, they are trying to avoid it like 2 or 3 days, again they go back to it. What kind of information do you give them so that they can be like the same, like how you are right now?
So first of all, if you have never used drugs, kindly never.
Don't try it.
Don't try.
But before you tried.
Yeah, that was a mistake, and I regret. Yeah, it cost me a lot.
Seriously.
So if you've never tried, look for something different, like a leisure, swimming. At home, we have these social halls where guys do like talent shows. We have these clubs at home like scouting. We have like St. John. Do something that will keep you away from the bad company. Like avoid the company that is using these things.
I think that one could be the best option to avoid the company, because those old things they just come because of company.
Yeah. once you have the right company and God first, stay focused. Even if it's not going to church, but believe in God. If you're a Muslim, but avoid the bad company.
Seriously.
That is the only thing that messes people out. Yeah.
So
And
from now, where do you see yourself? We have seen that you have stopped drugs. Now you have changed. Where do you see yourself in 5 years ahead?
actually, I have a fiance. Thanks to that.
Wow.
She's the one who helped me through. So I quitted it. I have a job. Yeah, I'm a security consultant.
That's good.
Yeah. So far so good. So in 5 years time, I think I'll be married. I'll have my own place. I'll start like my own business. Yeah. To which, if I still had been doing drugs, I still could have been at home,
Seriously.
sleeping on the floors, begging for money. You know, drugs makes you, if you want it and you don't have money, my friend, I'll come steal from you very bad, and you can't do anything. It makes you. There's a nigger that comes out.
You don't just be you
yeah.
yourself, like
You need it.
something in you, after
you have the
taking it.
zeal of taking it, and if you don't have money, you can do anything. That's why here at home, crimes happen. People steal. Somebody was killed. If you check the background of people who do those things, they do it because of drugs. See?
Seriously.
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much for you who are still watching VIP Media. I think you have seen the effects of taking drugs seriously. The nigga, he could just, like, the moment he feels that he wants to smoke, he wants to take mira, even if you don't have money, you just end up just grabbing someone and get money, because it's like in you, and once it comes, there is no how you can do it, how you can avoid it. Okay, thank you so much for those who have been watching VIP Media Plus 256, and I'm sure, I think you have learned something about drugs. If you have been planning about getting drugs, about joining companies, first of all, Eric has told you that you have to avoid company, because we have seen that it's the biggest thing which can lead you to start taking drugs. So what you have to do, you just have to avoid bad companies. You just have to work hard, and you just have to believe in yourself that once you decide to stop it, you can stop it. I think you have listened whatever he has been saying. Mr. Eric, I'm just giving you 1 minute to say something, some greetings to your people, and you say last word to VIP Media Plus 256 viewers. Then after, I will be just handing over.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for hosting me here. It's a good opportunity to share, even if it's a short time, but at least I've shared something. Secondly, to my parents, they never gave up on me.
Seriously.
That's the most important thing. And I'm sorry I disappointed them, but now I'm doing my best.
Yeah, that's the best thing. You change that, is
Yeah,
that's all.
so I'm doing my best, and I don't think I'll go back there again. I don't think that's the path that I want to take in life again. So I can greet. So actually, to my friends back home, my mom, my dad, I say hi. To my wife, to be.
You can't forget that one.
Yeah, thanks to her. Thanks to her, we are sitting here.
Seriously.
Yeah, and thanks to her. That's it.
Okay, thank you so much. It's our pleasure to host you here to VIP 256. Okay, thank you so much. Today, that's the way how we have tried to show you about drugs. Don't forget to go on YouTube, just search for VIP Media Plus 256. Go to Twitter, go to Instagram, go to TikTok, and Facebook. Will be able to get us. And I want to remind you that this program is being probably sponsored by VP Photography Qatar. So what you have to do, even in Uganda, they're there. Just deal with them for the amazing memorial pictures and the rest of the things like video shooting and other stuff. So what you have to do, just check them also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You'll be able to get them. Today, I'm not going to continue from here. I'm just going to stop from here right now. But what I request is only one thing: to keep on following us. And once you reach there on YouTube, what you have to do, just subscribe, comment, share, and like. Okay. Let me just stop here from now, and we shall be continuing next time when I come back. Then we shall see, as I told you, that whenever we come, we just bring new things to motivate you, to inspire you. As you know, VIP Media Plus 256. Okay, thank you so much. May God bless you. May God bless you. Stay safe and stay on VIP Media Plus 256. Bye bye.
Peace.